Welcome to Pop-Up Camper Pro. I'm your host Eric Smith, and today I'd like to show you how to replace the bed end shock cords on your Coleman or Fleetwood pop-up camper. Here are some of the tools we'll be using. Now we have the shock cord kit available at ColemanPopUpParts.com, and you can't go wrong when you get this kit from us. We give you enough shock cord to replace both bed extensions on the largest size Coleman or Fleetwood pop-up, all the hooks and barrels that you need to complete the installation, and the correct diameter shock cord. Now you may have noticed that this bed extension looks a little saggy up top, and you are correct. The shepherd's pole has not been installed just for this job. It makes it a lot easier to do it without that pole installed. I'll show you why in just a few moments. Okay, what we're going to do first is cut one of the shock cord hook ends off of the old cord. Next, pull the old shock cord out of the bed end canvas. Now that we have our old tired shock cord removed, it's time to install the fresh new one. To begin, we'll open up our shock cord kit. Find two 20-foot sections of shock cord and 4 hooks and 4 barrels. You want to start by installing one of the termination hooks and barrels on one of the ends. And to do that, we're going to use a pair of channel locks. Take your cord and your barrel. There's no correct end. Either one will go on just fine. Put the barrel over the cord. Install your hook. Push it till you can't any further. Then use your channel locks to snap it into place. Next, with an 18 gauge wire and electrical tape, we're going to make a fish tool to route it through the canvas bed boot. Now, and a very important step in making the fish tool is to make it to the correct size. You don't want it too short, of course, and you also don't want it too long. So what you want to do, and every bed extension is a little bit different because of the length, is you want to find the farthest point between 2 grommets. And on this bed extension, the farthest point is this corner all around to this corner. So I'm going to make my fish tool just a little bit longer than these 2 corners. So I'll take out the length of wire, go a little bit past this one, come over here a little bit past, and this is where I'm going to cut. Now it's time to secure the shock cord blank end to the fishing tool. Alright, to do this, we're going to first go to the end of the cord and wrap it tightly around. And continue a little bit further up the length. Alright, that looks pretty good. Next we're going to take electrical tape and tape it securely on. Right down the length, then back up. And onto the wire some. Straighten it out and smash it down as tight as you can get it. Take your fish tool, find your first grommet, feed it through. You can feel the fish tool going through the canvas. When you see it at your first grommet, bend the canvas over a little bit and push it through. You just simply want to repeat all the way down along the entire bed boot. It's right at the grommet, bend it a little bit, push it through. Feed it in through the next. Pay particular attention to where you have your electrical tape. If it's too tight to get it through the first grommet, it's going to be too tight to get it through the rest of them. And you want to just back up, take it off at this point, and re-tape it. And that one makes it. Now here we are at the point where I said we're missing the center canvas support, and this is why. So on this corner run, I'm going to show you an easy way to do this. Reach in, lower the bed bow. Now, straighten this section out so I can see that grommet and this grommet more in a straight shot. Now the corners do provide the biggest headache, so prepare for some patience on this long run. With it flat, feeding it straight through. Watching the end. Give it a little bit of twist and turn too, just so it finds its right spot. And there it is. Continue along the back or the front. Keeping the fishing tool straight. Turn when you have to. Push the grommet sideways, pull through. Okay. And now we're here to the other corner. Laying it relatively flat. Here we want to straighten up our fishing tool as much as we can. Oh look, that one jumped right out. Nice. And we're on the home stretch now, folks. All right, that part's done. Now we'll go ahead and put the bed boat back up. Make sure our bed's all the way out. And now we'll install the last hook. Okay, here at this point, you want to make sure that it's pretty taut when you make this cut, and more importantly, when you make the cut, that the shock cord doesn't fly back up into the bed boot, and you have to do some of this process again. So I have ready my shock cord hook and barrel, my channel lock pliers, and a razor knife. So I'm going to pull down pretty taut on it. I'm going to make the cut right about here, holding on to both ends. We'll slide the barrel over and the hook. Still holding on to the cord because it wants to jump back in. Grab my channel locks and send it home. Check the connection, that's tight. And when properly installed, that's where it should be, wanting to jump back into the bed extension. And let's hook the other end up. And that concludes another episode. We really appreciate you watching and your business, folks. If there's anything you can do, you got other questions, please let us know. We're here to help. And remember, you can find this product and a lot more great pop-up camping related items at ColemanPopUpParts.com. We'll see you next time.